I'm Lowe, and this is the floor, the battle of the states.
The great poet S. Carter once said, "Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't." So welcome to The Breakdown, where we use data, stats, and strategy to dive deeper into Fox's hit trivia show, The Floor. And if you want more than just the drama, you're in the right place, because here we let the numbers do the talking. So let's start with the basics. Who's actually winning these duels? In episode 1, 6 out of 8 experts defended their categories, which came out to a 75% win rate. That means statistically, if you were challenging an expert, you were the underdog right out of the gate. Experts came in locked, loaded, and clearly prepped for their categories. But when I start thinking about categories, what matters the most, did you get the answers right? So let's break down the correct answer efficiency, or the CAE. That's correct answers divided by the total attempts. It tells us who makes the most of their opportunities. We had a couple of casts this last episode have a perfect CAE at 100%. Some even hitting 17 out of 17 with 0 passes. On the other hand, some of our duelists struggled big time with only 2 correct answers and 7 passes. That gave them a CAE of about 22%. Next up is answer pace, or speed, which we all know is a rate, or how quickly people engage with the board. The spotlight here goes to Luke, who had one of the fastest paces in episode 1. He wasn't just accurate, he kept the game moving, which is a hidden advantage when seconds can mean survival. But if we want to zoom out, how tough were these categories? For that, we use the CDI, the Category Difficulty Index. We calculated by taking the average number of correct responses across contestants in each category. So if a bunch of answers were given correctly for a particular duel, we'll say that that one had a high CDI, which means that was probably easy. While if only a few answers, that means it's probably hard. Now, I know right now that that may be a flawed rationale, but it is what it is. Until I figure out another way to calculate it, this is the best thing I have. So the hardest was villains, where contestants were only able to squeeze out 2 right answers before stalling. The easiest, pet supplies, with a massive 34 combined correct answers, showing that preparation and knowledge could pay off, but sometimes it's just, are you faster than the person next to you? And then, finally, let's talk about the theme, Battle of the States. In the premiere, we saw 12 states represented right out of the gate. But the first casualty was Utah, eliminated early despite being heavily involved in multiple duels. I think that was their downfall, being heavily involved in multiple duels. In a state versus state setup, representation matters, but survival matters more. So that's the data broken down for episode 1 of The Floor. If you're enjoying this analytical take on the show, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a single breakdown of this season's battles. I'm Devin Brown, Road Trips, and this is The Breakdown. And remember, on the floor, the numbers always tell the real story.